if we were looking for the funny answer, the number was 91.
And now, CheezWits.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Excuse me. Oh, what the hell?
What the hell?
Oh, there you are. There you are. I thought I got disconnected immediately.
Oh.
All right. There I am. Just got out of a staff meeting.
How'd that
Staff
go?
meetings.
Hold on. There we go. What'd you say?
I said, how'd that go?
Oh, good. It was just a safety meeting. You know, stuff about don't touch people's bodily fluids if there's a problem, or, you know, don't where our panic buttons are for problems. You know, the regular kind of work stuff.
Panic buttons, you say?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Oh God, Jess, I am fucking wiped out.
Yeah, me too.
I've been up 4. Now 4 already. I have been up 12 hours already. Well, a little more. Oh God damn. Tired. I liked your I did see your the post you put about possible jobs.
Oh,
what was
the funny one?
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
I don't even remember what the it was a meme. I know what you're talking about. I don't even remember what the jobs were though.
Oh, was it a meme?
Yeah, let me see.
Guess what? I don't remember either. But the last 2 were cute because they went with each other.
I'm going to pull it up. Oh, dream jobs. Soup reviewer, seer who prophesies your doom, old lady who solves crimes in a little English village, old lady who commits crimes in a little English village.
Those are my 2 favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my two favorite. Those are Angela Lansbury worthy.
You're frozen.
I am?
Yep.
Maybe it's because I'm in the parking garage.
Oh, that could be. You got to pay your $6.
Yeah, $6, girl. I don't know. I am all hyped up right now.
You sound hyped up right now.
Yeah, I am, but I'm hyped up because A, I'm overtired, and B, my lovely wife sent me a text to say, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" And I said a fat steak and salad, and she said, "All right, you want me to pick it up?" And I said, "Hell yeah!" So it's all a fat steak and salad tonight.
That's what you're hyped up about is dinner?
I'm hyped up that my wife took the initiative to do dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, normally dinner is a me thing that I do. I initiate. What are we going to have for dinner? What are we going to do? Blah 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 blah. What didn't you ever have some of those things when you were in the thing?
In the
were like,
thing.
when you were in a thing. I don't know what to call that thing that you were involved with.
I mean, legally it was considered a marriage. So
yeah, legally it was a marriage, but it wasn't a marriage. Okay, so when you were involved in that lie, those years of lies,
years.
I don't know how long it was.
I mean, it was years of lies. It wasn't years of marriage. It was years of lies, though.
Right. So when I say to my wife, if I say, "So what do you want for dinner?" and her response is usually always the same. I don't know. What do you feel like? Like, son of a bitch, I'm asking you because I don't want that responsibility tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Weren't there any of those things you had in you're like, just like, I'm asking you because I really want to fucking know, as I don't want to come up with whatever the plan is. I want to just bag off for this.
But technically, she did that anyway, because you just said she texted you and said, "What do you want for dinner?"
Oh, yeah. What do you feel like for dinner? But she took the initiative, which means no matter what I said, she asked me instead of me asking her, and then fucking not making a decision.
Mm.
This time I made a decision. She accepted it. That means she's going to cook too, which is fucking great. I love.
I'm in a woman's place.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
woman-
think about that, Jesse?
You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I
Jess.
think about that, Christopher.
Yeah, I
What
do
is in
too,
the
because
home?
I'm thinking, Jess, are you a cooker?
When I have to be. Which is
But-
more frequently now since I don't have everyday DoorDash money. I wasn't
Yeah.
DoorDashing every day before, but you know what I mean.
We know you aren't.
Yeah.
We know you aren't. There was you only put the signs up there so keep everybody else away. We know.
That's right. DoorDash has always been welcome.
Right. Only DoorDash welcome. The rest of you fucks don't come near my
Everybody
door.
fuck off.
Get the
Fuck
fuck out.
off.
Except DoorDash.
Don't come in.
No, speaking of,
Dash, you're cool.
by the way, and Chris, we can barely hear you, so you're going to get talked over a lot unless you can be louder.
Well, here's an idea. How about you fuck straight off?
No,
Bet you
Wow.
heard that just fucking fine, didn't you?
I did. So Charlotte, who spent a lot of fucking money door dashing, before they went into assisted living, to the first assisted living place,
Right.
and before we all knew really how bad things were with my stepfather, and with both of them, she had started door dashing every meal.
What?
And because he would only eat Sonic, she said, she would
Oh,
DoorDash Sonic for him and something else for her. And so you're talking about $30 a pop per meal.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
And then she was in the assisted living place where they had meals, and she was still door dashing all the time. And she would DoorDash one fucking cup of coffee from Starbucks.
Fuck
course you
me.
would.
And then she would DoorDash she would DoorDash groceries, and then she would DoorDash lunch, and then she would DoorDash dinner because they told her she couldn't have grilled cheese at the assisted living place, and she wanted grilled cheese. And still, she insisted that Doug would only eat Sonic, and so she would DoorDash him Sonic. So she was spending hundreds of dollars a month on DoorDash.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And
Wow.
then they moved to the new place, and they had one-on-one person there and somebody actually cooking them food and sitting down with them. And so she was still door dashing occasionally, but then I managed to, once I finally got access to her email and all of her accounts, I took her credit card out of everything so that she couldn't just DoorDash and spend all of her money.
In a New England Yankee way, that was smat of you, Jess. That was
Yeah.
very smat.
So when she passed, her cousin came and got all of her stuff, except I had asked the guy who was managing the place if he would send her phone and a security camera that I had put in her room, if he would send those to me. And he finally did, and I just got her phone today.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
And first of
The
all,
last number she called was...
no, she it doesn't look like she was able to use her phone for the last several months. However, when you look at your home screen, it might have like your name or something on the bottom if you choose to put it there.
Yeah.
Hers says JKKK55K5.
JK.
And then I logged into the phone. Thankfully, she didn't have a password on it because I don't think that she could have remembered or typed one in.
Right.
But I found and there's not much to see on here. But first I found 30 voice memos that were just, I can't say butt dials. She pushed a button that she didn't know she pushed. And so it was 30-hour-long recordings of whatever TV shows she was watching.
Kill Jess. Kill Jess.
And then I discovered that her
Here it
phone,
comes.
because it's an Android, you're logged in to Google with your Gmail address, right?
Yeah.
Except that it's a Gmail address I've never seen before.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
And I have had access to her email for a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So I'm like, the Yes. So I'm trying to figure out how to get into this email address. And I open up Google, the Google account on her phone, and it's in fucking Spanish. So then I have to figure out how to go back and change it to English so that I can see what's going on. And then I get...
Why didn't you call me?
Okay. Okay. You heard any other good ones lately?
That was my next step.
Gail, why are you in Espanol, Gail?
So then I finally get into the I can get into the Gmail account on the phone. I can't get into it on the computer. But then I realize on the computer I did lost password, and it confirmed it. It sent a confirmation to the phone. Was that you? And I was like, yes, it was.
Yes, of course it was.
I get into the new Gmail account, and it's only like a year old. It appears that my sister's the one who set it up, but she swears she doesn't remember doing it. But the recovery email address is her email address.
Oh.
Ah.
But a week after maybe 10 days after my stepfather died last year, there's an email to this new email account. Welcome to Instacart, Charlotte.
Oh.
However,
so she did it to get around you.
I don't think she did, but because it doesn't look like she ever made any orders or anything. And there's no way she could have typed in her own credit card number.
Right.
So, but still, I was like, God damn, I'm texting my sister, like, it says the last time the password was changed was the last time you visited. And she's like, I don't know. Maybe it was her dog's name, the password. I don't know.
Wow.
So it sounds like maybe it's your sister just placating her. Okay, Mom. Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
It might have been, but she says she has no recollection of doing it.
So what was the last number she dialed?
Let's see. Let's see if it's done updating. No, I don't want to install a fucking software update. Recents. My sister, back in November.
Oh, okay. Sorry, if we were looking for the funny answer, the number was 91. I'm sorry. Too soon? Too soon on that one? I'm sorry.
No.
I thought maybe your mom had like this secret second life.
There's fucking Cash App on this phone. What the fuck is she doing with Cash App?
I suggest you figure that out right now.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean,
holy.
The thing is that I've had access to both of her bank accounts. Unless there's another, it looked like she tried to sign up for Chime, according to the emails, but she never finished it. But I have access to her bank accounts, and I've not seen any charges that shouldn't be there. So that's at least something.
Do you think there was another bank account maybe, and she was siphoning money off to people?
Possibly. Fuck if I know.
Oh God. Wow. So last Friday, you guys, and I'm just staying with the death theme here.
Oh, good.
Just for a minute. So last Friday, I don't take calls at work. Generally, nobody calls me at work, but my dad called me at work Friday, like at 2:30 in the afternoon. So I answered it because I'm like, the fuck is getting a call from my dad at 2:30? There must be something wrong. I pick up the phone, the hello, and he says, I'm updating my will. Like, have you cut me out of the will? No, I just need this information, but fucking scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
To get the call of, I'm updating my will. Like, from where? Are you in the hospital right now doing this? Where are you exactly? I'm at home. There's nothing wrong. I'm just updating my will.
I tell you what else.
It scared the shit out of me.
I spent all of this time and effort figuring out the retirement account stuff. I spent a whole bunch of effort making sure all the beneficiaries were set before she passed, so that when she passed, it would be a whole lot easier for everybody to get their portion of the money.
Right.
And so when she passed, I called the Vanguard is where she had the account. I called them and told them that she passed. They immediately locked me out of her account. They put everything in motion. They waited for me to send the death certificate. I did that. I called them after I had the death certificate, got everything worked out. They started the transfer of my portion into my accounts and gave me all the instructions to give to all of the siblings. And I sent a group message to everybody at once saying, here's what you have to do. Very easy. They're going to talk you through starting your own Vanguard account so that they can roll the money in so that you don't have to pay income tax on it. And then from there, you can choose to cash it out or roll it into your own existing plan or leave it there or whatever you want to do. The only people to even acknowledge the message were my brother and sister. The only ones to say, thanks for doing that. My 3 step-siblings.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and how come I didn't get anything?
Well, Wally, she wasn't really a fan of yours.
Yeah,
so.
much like she to Jess, she didn't like you either.
She wasn't a fan of yours either, so we're in the same boat, you and I.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
God,
damn.
I'd be more apt to get something.
I think so, too. I think Chris had a better chance.
Chris, I would be shocked if she's never said anything ugly to you on Facebook.
No, I think we tried one time, and you're like, that's my mother. I'm like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jess, how lovely of you.
How lovely of me what?
How lovely of you to say that's my mother. Was Chris saying something evil to your mom?
No, I was going to put something crude up there.
No, my mother, because my mother would attack people who commented on my posts. If she if she thought that they were inappropriate, or if it was something I understood was funny, like somebody said something like jokingly mean to me and I understood the joke, but she didn't, she would say something ugly to them. And so many times I would have to reach out to people and go, so sorry, that's my mom.
So sorry.
She's old, she doesn't get it.
So sorry.
Why is it I put a post up there and I said, wow, Jess, when are your testicles going to drop? And your mom hearted it. Why is that? That's the weirdest thing.
Speaking of old, today I listened to one of my coworkers on the phone say, was it the old white guy you spoke to? And worse than that was, yes. And then they looked at me and said, Wally, it's the
for
phone.
you.
And it was for me. Yes. And the woman I'm speaking to speaks a little bit of English, but speaks mostly Portuguese. But she know how to identify the old white guy.
Mm-hmm.
in her very poor English.
Mm-hmm.
She understood who the old white guy was.
El feo gringo.
Oh yeah, El Jefe Devil. It was me. I was like, I have not heard anybody refer to me yet as the old white guy.
We do it every week.
That, I was like, yeah, but I know you guys and I know where it's coming from. It's different when a coworker is trying to explain to a 30-year-old immigrant who they spoke to as the old white guy. There's just something about it that says, God fucking damn it, I am an old white guy.
Yep.
I really am. When you can.
Necesitan Gordo Blanco.
I don't know about Gordo now. Come on. Fat white. Thank you, Fred.
Feo Blanco.
Oh,
yeah, but it's weird to hear yourself referred to as, and people understand who you're talking to, who you're talking about. Had she said the old fat white guy, that would have really been bad.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, damn it. Now it really got me pegged. So I don't like being the old white guy. I really don't.
The Spanish speaking made me remember that last week I went out to dinner with a friend of mine at a Mexican restaurant where I think I've talked about this place before, where the waiter always tries to teach us Spanish words.
Yeah. You mentioned it.
Yeah. Which is what made me think of this. Because as I'm coming home, or actually when I get in the car, I get the alert that one of my tires is low. And I think that's weird because those alerts, I think you remember probably that the sensor broke. And so I've had an alert symbol, but I haven't been able to see the air pressure of my tires in like a year and a half. So so the thing pops up and it says my front driver's side tire is low. And I actually realized that means my back driver's side tire is low because they got switched at some point. But at first I think, well, that's weird, but because I haven't been able to see the tire pressure in such a long time, but it was on the other side, the one that broke. So I don't know. When I get home, I'll check it. So I get home, I air up all of the tires because they all ended up being a little bit low. I get in the car to see if the sensor alert has gone away. And I can see the tire pressure of all 4 tires.
You fixed it.
Well, I don't know if I fixed it or if it just spontaneously fixed itself.
Well, mine, by the way, my tire pressure thing has been on for about a year and a half now. Those fucking things are just pains in the asses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're bullshit.
Because lots of times they ask you, they want, if you bring it to the dealership, they fix it. And they say it has to be fixed. If you want it, especially if you bring your car to get it inspected and say, oh no, everything has to be working regular. So that's why you need to bring it to the.
Yeah, if we still had inspections
mechanic.
here, they stopped inspections 2 years ago in Tennessee. If we still had inspections, I would have had to get it fixed.
I seriously think they're all bullshit. Hold on, let me pull mine up real quick. Tires. You see, they're all in the 30s. I can't get any of them to 100%.
You keep trying, Chris. Well, I believe in you.
The other thing is, too, is they fluctuate with heat, right? So when it gets cold here, automatically all your tires say they're too low.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I generally ignore it in the winter. The one that was low was pretty goddamn low. But I fixed it.
Do you carry a thing in your...
Yeah.
Do you have a portable in your car? That's what you carry?
Yeah.
It's funny. You mentioned the Spanish restaurant, and I swear this was going in the direction of something to the effect of, la cabeza roja está un punta. I thought you were going that way. You know?
No.
Oh, my God.
No, sir.
No, sir. No need to do that. Jess already knows she's a
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. It's not going to happen that way. Hey, Chris, did you have your meeting? With your new person?
It was actually supposed to be today, and that did not happen. It was supposed to happen earlier today. And I had another appointment that overlapped with it. I'm like, I really need to go to the doctor. Can we reschedule this? And she's like, okay, sure.
In that voice exactly?
I don't know. It was only a text.
Oh.
Where was she calling from? Disney?
It could have been a resort. I don't know. Oh, God. This guy's car is fucked the fuck up with all his airbags on. Oh, yeah. That's called totaled, baby.
Oh.
Right in the middle of 85.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you just see it happen?
Did you call it into WFRE?
No. No, I don't even... is that station still in the air? I don't know.
Apparently.
I mean, after Key 103 beat them in the ratings, I don't understand how how they're still on.
What a shame.
It is.
They run your baby into the ground, Jess?
Yep.
Oh, boy, did they ever.
Yep.
I remember when I left Kiss and they changed it. So it really hurt me for a minute. It really did, because I loved that station.
Yeah.
And when they changed it to a different, I think they put that Kukla guy on in the morning or whoever. But
that
I remember
fucking guy
seeing it. He was an asshole, right?
Yeah.
Well, conversely,
you got
my old station here in D.C., 94.7. which is still running the exact same playlist that I left with, that I put in there when I left. They are running the same voice guy and still the same sweepers and same jingles that I put together 6 years ago, 7 years ago now. Same exact stuff.
Didn't you tell me, Chris, that they're still running some of my sweepers at FRE?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're still running the same fucking weather bed.
Jesus.
I mean, my God,
so
it's
dumb.
ridiculous.
Huh. Yeah, I think radio's doing just fine. They're really,
it's fine.
it's really current. That's why people listen to it so much now.
Mm-hmm.
They're gaining listeners all the time.
All the time.
Because they're offering such a reason to listen. A 6-year-old playlist. Here you go.
Country radio seminars happening right now in Nashville.
Yeah, I bet that's fun.
So did you used to go to that all the time?
Yeah.
And so do you feel any sort of hankering to want to be there?
There are a handful of people I wish I could see that I would only ever see at CRS.
Yeah.
But I don't have any urge to put on hard pants and pay $50 a day to park.
What?
And
hard pants?
Yeah.
Is that what we call them? Is that's opposed to sweatpants?
Yes.
Or soft pants?
Yes.
I don't want to put on my hard pants.
I don't want to put on hard pants. And sit in traffic and pay overpriced everything and...
But Jess is wearing her lock and key hard pants. No wonder you ain't had no fun, Jess. Take off the hard pants, girl.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
You take off the hard pants, you might be able to go over to the hotel and get a little lay from Bobby Bones. How about that?
Oh. No, thank you.
Can I ask, is Bobby Bones a pariah? Is he like a loved or liked part of the industry, the country music industry, or is
I don't
sort of like
personally know
a death
anybody who
nail?
likes him.
Yeah, that's what
because he came in with this manufactured chip on his shoulder. He came in with this already I'm the victim and nobody likes me because I came from pop and nobody likes me because I don't wear a cowboy hat and belt buckles and boots and nobody likes me because blah, 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 blah. And spent his own money to put up a billboard that said Bobby Bones, go away. And did all of this shit to try to make himself look like a victim. Picked fights with artists if they didn't show him what he thought was the proper amount of gratitude for spinning their song during his show. I've never had a good experience with him, and I don't really know anybody who genuinely likes him. But the artists have to be his friend because,
of course,
he has so much power. And so it looks like all of the big artists are his friend, and they go to his wedding and they invite him to their weddings and all of the things. But I don't really know anybody personally who likes him.
It's a big circle jerk as it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So is he I only know the name and I know these, but is he like a Ryan Seacrest of country music? The country radio
He wishes
scene?
he was. I wish he had half a Seacrest's personality, and that's saying something because Seacrest is.
Oh, I fucking can't stand Seacrest.
Seacrest is a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
He is a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
He's fucking. Yeah, he is a piece of plastic.
Can you imagine him listening to this show and saying, "Oh, so that's what that guy that made his mark in Utica thinks." Fuck.
Hey, Syracuse, shut up. No. Yeah. Certainly he's gotten somewhere, but a long way. But he's still. Even if you're a fucking superstar, it doesn't make you interesting to anybody.
The thing is that I don't know how Seacrest's star rose, but what I know about Bobby Bones is that he has the success he has in spite of himself. It's not because of anything he did. It's because somebody at Clear Channel or iHeart said, let's put this guy in here.
Oh, that was a Clay
blew-
Honeycutt thing.
he
That's
blew
100%.
somebody.
Yeah, it was
100%
Clay Honeycutt for sure. Said, let's put him in this spot. And now let's put him on this station. And then let's put him on this station. And they started forcing him onto these stations. So he is not on all the stations he's on because anybody at local ownership or local management said, here's a good idea. He's on all these stations because it was forced on them.
You know, like who is that guy in the was it Charlie Joyner? Was that the guy who used to fly from like Detroit?
Tom Joyner.
Tom Joyner.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking guy. He's not him. I mean, Tom Joyner, people wanted him on the station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Because he was talented,
Mm-hmm.
not because he was in the right place at the right time and blew somebody.
Exactly.
I mean, he might have blown somebody. I don't know, but my guess is
Not to say you can't prove that.
no. Of course I can't. I have no firsthand knowledge of any of this shit, but just saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's no Walt Baby Love.
99X. Hey.
Walt
Hey.
Baby Love. Oh my God.
Walt Baby Love, his contribution to radio is, hey, Walt Baby Love, on the Music FM. I mean, that's about it.
But he was, so when I was working in Virginia, he was a revered cat, Walt Baby. I also think he was the editor of the urban trade part of R&R.
He was for a little bit,
yeah, I think Walt Baby was there. But he was revered. I worked with a bunch of black guys, and they black radio professionals, and he was a hero to them. Walt Baby was a hero to a man of those guys. There was nobody saying Walt Baby loves an ass. Nobody said it. Not like we would say Bobby Bones is an asshole, piece of shit.
Mm.
But to them, Walt Baby was the guy. He was absolutely the guy. They aspired for whatever. I never heard him on the air at all.
Did I tell you guys when I had to interview? I probably did. When I had to interview Bobby Bones when I was at Country Air Check.
No.
Yeah, it was for the ACMs or the CMAs or something, and he probably won an award that year or something. And so we would do, in the print publications, we would do interviews with all of it had to be, maybe it wasn't just the winners, maybe it was the I don't know. I had to interview him for one of the award shows. And it had to be because he won it, because I interviewed him after the awards and I said, was there anybody you were starstruck by? And he said, I mean, I'm already friends with so many people, like Luke comes to my house and, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, fuck off. But then he said, but, I was pretty excited when I was at the CMAs and I was talking to Keith, like I do. And I turned around and saw Waylon Jennings back there. And I thought that was really cool because, I've always looked up to Waylon and blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking at him like, Waylon Jennings has been dead for a really long time. Like, I didn't say it because in my brain, I was like, wait, am I confused? Like, who? Okay. So I didn't say anything to him. And then we got off and I was talking to him on a video chat and I got done and I had recorded the whole thing because that's how I make sure that I get the quotes right. Right. And so I get off the call with him and I Google, is Waylon Jennings alive? No, he died in whatever year it was, a really long time ago. I realize that who he was talking about was Merle Haggard because Merle was still alive at that point. And he thought that he saw Waylon Jennings when he saw Merle Haggard at the CMAs.
I also think when people say that kind of shit, go ahead.
No, I'm saying people get people confused. I mean,
Well, they do.
You know, it happens.
But
It
if
isn't
you're going
always
to
an
come
awful
into an industry, and he was still relatively new in country at that point, he was still very high on the everybody hates me because I don't wear fucking cowboy boots. And I was like, how about you figure out who the fucking people are that make this music before you start giving interviews and talking about the reason we hate you is because you don't wear a cowboy hat, when fucking look around, nobody in this industry is wearing cowboy hats except George Strait.
Everybody gets confused. There's a time I walked in the studio and I didn't know whether it was you or Walter Matthau.
Mm-hmm,
I mean,
that
it
happens
occasionally.
That happens a lot.
So you just have to, got to rub it off.
That happens.
Which I would not rub one off to Walter Matthau.
I always think it's kind of bullshit when people will say I've always looked up to. How have you fucking always? The first, how old is fucking Bobby Bones?
Probably in his 40s.
Compared to in his what?
Probably a year or two older than me. That's my
40s.
guess.
So his always looked up to Waylon Jennings. Waylon Jennings probably stopped making music 10 years before he was born.
Yeah.
So I never buy that fucking thing where people, I always looked up to this cat that's 45 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up. No, you didn't.
But listen, this is the same dude who's trying to impress me because he was talking to Keith Urban. Okay, we've all fucking talked to Keith Urban. Shut up. Like,
right.
that's
called Keith doing his job.
We're not impressed inside the circle by you talking to Keith Urban.
Right. Yeah. I sometimes just there's this need, I think, for some people to make them their own self feel important, but let me impress the little girl on the other side of me.
Mm-hmm.
She'll think I'm hot and I'm fucking connected.
Mm-hmm.
No, I still think you're an asshole.
Yeah. What? You've been to Luke Bryan's house? So has every single person in the music business in Nashville.
So
you're not special.
Not this is impressive at all, and but on the same line. So my wife has been to Garth Brooks's house several times.
Mm-hmm. I had Garth Brooks's daughter at my house a couple of months ago.
Not at my house, but my wife isn't involved in radio at all. She just happens to be friends. They happen to have been friends when they were going, like when Jody wanted to go to see Garth in Tampa when he was doing shows, she would call his assistant. She'd call yada yada and say, "Hey, can I get that?" And she'd send her some friend and family tickets. Say, "Sit here," blah blah blah. My wife has never once said to anybody, "Oh, I've been to Garth's house. I was at his." She was his plus one at some fucking. I think it was probably like a songwriters thing where it's mostly just industry people. It's not a big any. But yeah, it's just she'd never use that or say to try to impress anybody. She'd never even talk about it actually, because that's what it is when you're somebody's friend. You don't talk about it,
right?
Nobody talks about this, and if you do talk about it, you'd say something like, "I was hanging out with my friend." You'd never mention their name when we talk about friends, unless it's pertinent to the story. We bring up a name. Otherwise, a friend of mine said, blah blah blah. That's just
the only time I would ever drop Garth Brooks's name would be as an absolute lie when I say something like, Garth Brooks told me I should never drop names.
That is good, though.
Mm-hmm.
It is good. It is very.
My good friend Garth told me never to drop names. So
yeah, my wife would not ever do that, and the only reason why we would ever, I think, bring up somebody is just to accentuate a story, not to say I talked with, I spoke with, I hung out with.
No,
unless it was to say they were an asshole.
I think we can acknowledge too that when you're talking to an audience that doesn't get to do that shit all the time.
Yeah, it's different.
It is different. If I'm just talking to you guys, you're obviously never going to be fucking impressed that I met George Strait or that I met Garth Brooks or that I met any fucking buddy, because fucking what? They're just people. But music fans, that's a whole nother thing. And also, it's never just be jealous of me. I got to hang out at Luke Bryan's house. It's I'm an authority in this business, in this genre, because I talk with Luke Bryan and Garth Brooks and George Strait and all of these people.
Yeah. So, you are an authority. Whenever you talk about music, you and Chris both mostly, I realize how when I was working in the biz, how removed I was from it because I was so anti all of that shit, right? Not that you guys are pro it or anything, but I just didn't want to be I didn't want to be close to any of that shit. I realize that now that I think about it, that it hurt my career a little bit to not be palsy with certain record people and certain things. That I had a couple of friends, but I just didn't. A lot of people really played into that, and those are the people that, you know, who go beyond what business is. Because there's the business part, right? There's the stuff you have to do and you got to do, and then you make friends with certain people. But then there are those other people that fucking suck ass so hard,
Yeah.
that they want to just be involved, like the story you're talking about right now.
And that's the thing.
I gotta prove
Bobby Bones
I'm
gets
somebody.
invited to people's weddings, and I don't.
Yeah, but you probably don't want to get invited to people's weddings either.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being invited, but I don't want to go.
Oh, I get the invite, but I don't want to. No, there was something. I like my life just really well. I think I might feel really terrible. You go to somebody's house and say, wow, I'd fucking love to live this way. I mean, I bet some of those folks just live so ostentatiously. I can't imagine what it would be like.
I had to go to a thing at Jason Aldean's house a couple of years ago. And that house was...
You poor Civ.
Well,
yeah.
I don't really care for Jason Aldean and his little wife.
Right.
So it was a little bit of a chore. I had to put on hard pants to go to Jason Aldean's house.
But is his wife the person was she having a feud with somebody else?
Yeah, she had a feud with Maren Morris.
And Jess Wright.
That's it. Yeah. Was going back, and then Jason Aldean had a feud with Maren Morris after that, right? Defending his wife or some shit.
Jason Aldean, I mean, yeah, he defended his wife, but also he had his own fights to fight because he was putting out songs about try that in a small town with a video where black people were lynched.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old American way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I will say, Ronnie Dunn's house, I've been to his house a couple of times, and I haven't been in the main house, but he has a barn where he's got a recording studio and like entertainment space, and it's really fucking cool over there.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
Like the fun. I thought those two guys. I thought Brooks and Dunn were going to get back together. I thought they were going to. Oh, maybe they did get back. I thought they were going to produce some more music together.
They did get back together. They re-recorded like some of their most popular music, but with other artists, with current artists. And somehow they keep getting nominated for awards, even though they haven't put out anything new since 2024. But they're still up for Duo of the Year. And I think they just won Duo of the Year at the CMAs.
It's not a problem. Donald Trump gets awards for things he doesn't do.
That's true.
It's fine.
That's true.
It's fine.
Well, I just figure that at some point, I have won the ACM award, but I have not won a CMA award. So I figure at some point I can just convince somebody to give me theirs.
Yeah, why not? Brooks and Dunn do one of my favorite remakes of their version of My Maria is one of my favorite remakes of a song.
Yeah,
it's really, really good.
There was an episode of Las Vegas where Brooks and Dunn are there, and they're playing craps, and their show starts in like 10 minutes. Okay, so this is totally bullshit. But one of the casino hosts comes up to him and says, "Shouldn't you all be doing a sound check?" And one of them clears their throats and goes, "Mama Marie." How's that for your sound check?
That had to been Ronnie.
There you go.
And Kix, I'm distantly related to.
Really?
Yeah.
You're related to him?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Wow.
Through your mom?
Yeah.
7 degrees of Jess Wright.
That's right.
Wow, it could happen. Oh, I was doing oh no, never mind. I just lost it. I had a thing in my head and then it just completely went away.
Oh, I thought you were going back to, when you were doing cameos on Parker Lewis Can't Lose or something like that.
Oh, I was never on that show.
The shows you pull out of your ass, I swear to God.
Gosh, I miss being on Sledgehammer and The Guiding Light, both.
Oh, I like Sledgehammer. But the shows like that, they lasted for like 3 minutes. Those shows.
And yet, Chris could tell you every episode.
He can. Chris has his fucking extensive knowledge of old shows.
You got your tism, I got my tism. Okay, we've all got our tisms.
But you really though, you can fucking go back in time on these TV and you know the fucking worst ones too, and the ones that were on for a half a season. It was a mid-season fill-in for 3 shows.
In the bowling alley, and I threw a bad ball, really bad ball, and I'm trying not to scream "fuck" at the foul line anymore. So I'm just saying weird things. Okay, it's almost like Tourette's.
Right.
Like I got pissed at Mamie Eisenhower. Okay. And somebody said, "So you enjoying bowling here?" I said, "I would rather jerk off to an episode of Our House with Wilford Brimley. That's how I'm doing." Yeah, and they're like, "Our what?" I'm like, "Don't worry."
That, by the way,
I remember
that show I was in.
I know you were, you fuck.
That's the show I was in. And fucking racist pig he was. He was just a horrible. No, you are. So, one of my favorite shows that never got picked up or anything was do you remember Richie Brockelman, P.I.?
No.
It was a 1 episode. This guy was on the Rockford Files a couple of times, like as a young upstart private eye who wanted to be a private eye. He was in like a couple 3 episodes. Then they ended up giving him a show. He ended up being one of those mid-season fill-in shows. It didn't last, but it was one of my favorites. I loved that show. You know what other show I loved? The Greatest American Hero.
Believe it or not, I'm walking
on air. You got it. What was that? William Katz.
I remember watching him in my grandmother's basement. That used to be on Channel 20 Saturday afternoons.
And I think it was? Wow. And I think he went on to pretty good fame doing the electric something in the electric color, multicolor shirt, coat, whatever that is. What is the coat?
The Technicolor coat.
Yeah, the Technicolor coat.
Oh, Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah. I think he found fame on Broadway.
You wound up watching weird shit sometimes when you go to YouTube or whatever else, and
right.
There was one of the YouTube videos was 20 forgotten sitcoms from the late 70s, and there's shit that I've never heard of. There's shit that I've never even thought about. And then all of a sudden I find the one that I remember and I go down a rabbit hole watching it. Which one? That's right. Donna Pescow and Angie. Okay.
Oh, I remember Angie.
I remember Angie.
Oh my God. I went down the rabbit hole, started watching all of it. I'm like, oh my God, that's the guy from fucking Airplane.
There was Room 222, I think I mentioned before, but was it Karen Valentine?
Oh, what a hot piece.
Shut the fuck up. She was a beautiful woman.
God. Oh my
Shut
God.
the fuck up. That was so that would have been my wet dream in the 70s, when I'm 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever it was. Karen Valentine. Holy shit. What an attractive young woman. For at least a 12-year-old. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't that attractive, but
no, I think she was better looking when she got older.
Yeah, my 12-year-old mind said
he totally went over that.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, she got better looking when she got older. I heard you. I ignored it.
Okay, you dick.
Because in my mind I was just thinking of my favorite. I think I've said this before. Linda Ronstadt was my absolute wet dream of all time when I was.
See, I couldn't get
13 years old.
That bushy hair that kind of got like God, Dead Woman, Happy Days, Erin Moran, kind of like that. Like she was in the late 70s, early 80s. I just was like, good God, it's a fucking Rhea Perlman scouring pad.
Rhea Perlman. Now that's just unfair.
That's unfair. Listen, when somebody So somebody says, gosh, I don't know whether I want to date her or not, and this guy is ugly, I say, listen, an episode of Family Guy, and I base everything on Family Guy, and it's got Rhea Perlman and Danny DeVito together, and Danny DeVito's down on one knee, and he looks at her and says, look, it's me and nobody else. And you know, that's true for you, sir. That's true for you. You should probably date this girl.
Oh, I was a fan. I watched last week, maybe the week before, I watched the Linda Ronstadt documentary, and it just brought back what I didn't know about her. I didn't know she was of Mexican heritage.
Oh, yeah, that's why she started doing all that mariachi shit.
I actually didn't know
she
that either until a couple of years ago at the job that used to pay me. I started a Mexican, or not Mexican, Hispanic, Latin country music station.
Right.
Olé.
And my boss says to me,
Parquet.
I know that this is going to be a current music based station, but it would be really cool if you threw in some throwbacks and included Linda Ronstadt. And I went, what? I had no idea. And he said, and my boss, who was of Latin descent, said, Jess, you are so white. I know.
I can't picture a station going dun 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 dun, followed up by long, long time. I can't hear that.
Well,
I can't hear that.
You are I think you're confusing what the station was with one of those. Oh, what was it? What is that genre? What is that format called? There was like the pop Mexican music.
Like the folky one where they have like 18 members in the band.
No, there was a genre.
Oh, I don't know. I'm so white, Jess. I don't know either. I'm as white as you.
We had, when I worked in Wichita, they flipped one of the stations to this genre, and it was where I think I told you guys, they brought in the guy to do mornings who didn't speak English, and they brought him a tutor to teach him English, and they brought in a Spanish teacher for any of us who wanted to learn Spanish.
What, a Spanglish station? Is that what you call it?
No.
They're doing one in Philadelphia right now New York City, 98.7 in New York City. It's all English music, but all Spanish jocks.
This wasn't Spanglish. It was entirely, all of the music was in Spanish, but it was pop. And it was, oh, God damn it. Hang on.
God, you find, the smoke's coming out of Jess. Really, Chris, they're playing all English music, but only Spanish speaking jocks?
You'll hear and honestly, Wally, where you are, you can probably hear it at night because they simulcast it on 1190 in New York City, which is I think 50,000 watts at night.
So maybe I can hear it.
But yeah, it's they'll play. Well, obviously they'll play Mark Anthony, but let's say they'll play they'll play
Mark Anthony.
They'll play some Madonna record, and then all of a sudden the sweeper. 98.7 arriba, and then into another song. Yeah, but that's their thing. And so I forgot what company's even doing it.
Here's the truth: I do not own a single. Well, it is a lie, but I'm going to. I do not own a single radio in my house except for an old handheld transistor pocket radio. And I only have it because it's an antique, and it's just nostalgic. But I couldn't tune in a radio here if I had to. I don't have a radio.
Well, I mean, I think listening to 1190, I think you're gonna have to go to your car anyhow. I don't think it's something
probably
inside your house. So,
but I do not. I have not turned on a radio to listen to the radio in fucking years.
Maybe what I was thinking of was Tejano, but I don't think so.
I was thinking Tejano too.
Yeah, Tejano. I think that's what it was called for a little bit. Yeah,
maybe that's what it was. It was.
But I didn't want to be wrong, so I didn't say it because I didn't want you guys to start laughing at me. So, what? I know how to say Tijuana?
No, I think maybe it was Tejano. But yeah, they had brought in a guy to do. They flipped the station. They brought in a guy to do mornings that didn't speak any English, and so they brought in a English as a second language tutor and to help him. And then also
That's kind of cool.
provided a Spanish instructor for the rest of us if we wanted to learn Spanish.
So with all that commitment, bringing in tutors, how long did that station last?
I don't know. It was still there when I left. I'm pretty sure it's not there now.
But that's a pretty good commitment though to a staff.
That was a good company. That was Journal.
That's impressive.
That was Journal Broadcast
That's
Group.
impressive.
But then they sold those stations, and then the stations got sold a couple of times, and then the company that has them now fired people who worked there for 20 some odd years. And
Well, of course.
which reminds
Why
me, I
wouldn't
just
you?
saw that one of the guys I worked with there passed away unexpectedly, and he was probably Chris's age.
Wow. Chris, how you feeling now?
Guess I'm gonna die. Gonna die soon, I guess.
Good thing you went to the doctor.
I don't necessarily know that it's contagious if you don't know the person and have never been in the room with them.
Yeah, but there could be an age correlation. Who knows? He was a man.
Yeah.
He had a
If
penis
that's
in
the
his
case,
Chris's
Wally,
age.
we're all going to be dead in a minute.
It could happen. It could No, I'm past the age, so I don't have to worry about it. I've already gotten past Chris's age, and I still do have a penis. Chris, you got a penis still? No, see? He
What?
doesn't have a penis.
Where did the penis come into the conversation?
Jenna's borrowing it.
Yeah, see? Well, the guy said, I said that Chris had many things in common with the guy. He's a guy. He's got a penis. He's of the same age. He's doomed.
Okay.
Doomed, I tell you.
Okay.
Doomed. He has no hope of going any further. So, Chris, have you made a new appointment for your new therapist?
She's gonna text me back later on.
So now, did you say you had to go see her in Alabama?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but how far is that from you? What is that, a fly? You got to fly?
I could drive, but it would be 12 hours.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not going
too
to.
bad. No, that's not too bad. That's really so those are the kind of drives that I like. I love fucking driving. That's something I would like to do.
Not at
I
these
really do,
gas
but-
prices.
The War Department's always so angry when I go out of town. You know,
Fucking
so
yeah.
it's not even worth it going out of town anymore. She's
The
like,
War
I
Department.
love you.
The War Department.
I want to be with you. And I just shut up.
The War Department. I just saw so I was bitching last week, about oil prices that I paid. It went up over $1 from one month to the next month. It's gone up another $1.
So how much is it there?
Sure, it has.
It's going to be it's $5.20, $5.29, something like that.
I haven't been past the gas station in a few days. I had to get gas last week, and it was $3.50, which was pretty high for us.
I
Yeah,
paid
that's pretty high.
$3.79 a couple days ago.
Well-
And by the way, I pulled up to the gas pump. My gas tank is on the passenger side.
Yeah.
So I pull up, so I'm facing in. There's another pump, in front of me.
Right.
There's a guy also facing in at the opposite pump. So we're facing each
Yeah.
other, right? He's already been there. So it's another 5 minutes for me after he's already done. This man sat in his car looking at his phone so that he didn't have to back up.
Oh, I would lose my. No, I would lose my shit if I was waiting to get gas and that motherfucker's sitting there for 5 minutes.
Well, no,
on the
I mean,
phone.
I wasn't waiting. Like, he was waiting.
No, him. No, if I was waiting to get gas. So here, when you go into get gas, sometimes you're waiting in the line because if you go to the BJ's,
Oh,
because gas is cheaper.
I mean, there was nobody waiting for him. Like, the place was relatively empty, but he sat there waiting for me to be done so that he could pull forward instead of backing the fuck up. And what I did was pulled forward around him because the lane over here was empty. And I glared at him on my way by. I was like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, he is an asshole. I'll get gas at the end of the week. I have 50 cents off per gallon at BJ's this week.
Well, I think I paid actually, I want to say I paid $2.50 because I had Kroger.
Coupon?
I had Kroger points.
Oh, yeah. I remember when Shaw's used to do that here, and you'd go get gas and you'd pay like 72 cents or something because you would have collected so many points, so many gas points that you're paying, sub dollar. You're down around 60, 70 cents a gallon. Like, what the fuck? That was. I wish they'd bring that back. That was good shit.
Yeah, Kroger does it, and I don't have to go to the Kroger to get gas because they have an agreement with Shell, so I can go to the Shell station that's close to the house.
Yeah, we don't even have Shell here anymore. So
really,
yeah, they've all been rebranded as something else.
Yeah, I don't know if we have Shell here either. Everything here is. I think our biggest is Irving Oil, because we're so close to Canada, and it's a.
There's only one gas company in your whole area. That's why they can jack your fucking prices up so high.
I think the two. Oh no, it is the most. Most of the gas comes from the same place, but it's there's the Big Apple has gas. I don't know what their gas is, but we have Irvings everywhere. So the Irvings are convenience store. They're like Cumberland Farms, right? Cumberland Farms is Gulf. I think it's Gulf. Does Gulf Oil even exist anymore? Hardly. I think that's what Cumberland Farms has is Gulf Oil. No, Irving is Irving. Do you have any Irving oils there? Or
we
any
do
Irving
not.
Gas?
I don't think so.
So Irving, it's a huge gas oil company. It's owned by a guy.
Of course it is.
It's a private company.
And we know who he voted for.
No, he's Canadian. He can't. But he's happy with Trump because every time Trump does one of his fuck up things, he gets to raise the price of his gas and oil.
Hey, under the current voter laws, he can do what he wants. I gotta go.
All right, guys.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Bye. Ciao, Bella.
Bye.